Hello everyone, welcome you all for the fifth session on module 3, which is a probability distribution. In this session, let us discuss about Poisson distribution and how to apply this distribution to find out the solution of few problems. So let us see what is Poisson distribution is. So Poisson distribution, which is a limiting case of a binomial distribution. By taking the limiting cases n as very large, if n is too large and p is very small, that is probability of success is getting almost 0, then np, that is a mean value, tends to lambda. N into p tends to some value lambda. Then probability function of x, which takes the values k, for a binomial distribution, it is nk, p to the power of k, q to the power of n minus k, get results to p of x k lambda to the power of k e power minus lambda by k factorial, where k takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So this is a Poisson distribution. So in other words, we can say Poisson distribution is a special case of binomial distribution. So if n value, that is number of trials, are too many, the number of trials are more, in such cases this probability Poisson distribution can be used. So the probability function for a Poisson distribution is lambda to the power of k e power minus lambda by k factorial. The cumulative density function of a random variable x is given by fx of x, which is e power minus lambda into summation of k varies from 0 to infinity, lambda to the power of k by k factorial, and k value varies between n and n plus 1. So let us see the Poisson distribution, how exactly it is a limiting case of a binomial distribution. Let us prove that. So here x is a binomial random variable with the parameters n and p. So then p of x for a binomial distribution, probability density function for a binomial probability function for a binomial distribution is ncx p power x q power n minus x, where x here takes the value 0, 1, 2 and so on up to n. So ncx is nothing but n factorial by n minus x factorial into x factorial p power x, and q can be written as 1 minus p to the power of n minus x. Let us expand the numerator. Numerator is n into n minus 1, n minus 2 and so on, n minus of x minus 1 and n minus of x factorial. And the denominator n minus x factorial and x factorial as it is, and px from the probability function. N into p is equal to lambda. That is what is the term we have used. So np is equal to lambda. So p can be written as lambda by n. So by this p is replaced by lambda to the power lambda by n, and 1 minus, again p is replaced by lambda by n, the powers x and n minus x as it is. So now further simplifying, this n minus x factorial here and this n minus x factorial gets cancelled here. This n minus x and this n minus x cancels. So we have n into n minus 1, n minus 2 and so on up to n into n minus of x minus 1 by x factorial, and here this term as it is, this term also as it is. The power n minus x, we have split it as n and minus x. 1 minus lambda by n to the power of n, 1 minus lambda n to the power of minus x. So this is for the simplification purpose. So now lambda to the power of x, n power x, and this x factorial we have written here. Then n into, then we have n can be taken it outside from the first term. So we get n into 1 minus of 1 by n. From the second term, if I take n as a common term, it is 1 minus 2 by n. Likewise, if I take it from here, n outside, 1 minus x minus 1 by n. So this 1 minus lambda by n to the power of n is as it is, and this term is also as it is. So now lambda to the power of x by x factorial, this n power x, n into n into n into n and so on. So totally there are x times we are multiplying it, so that n power x and this n power x gets cancelled. So we have left with only x factorial. This 1 minus 1 by n, 1 minus 2 by n, 1 minus 3 by n and so on. 1 minus of x minus 1 by n, and then this term and this term are there as it is. So now let us take the limit as n tending to infinity. if I take the limit on both the sides as n tending to infinity, p of x is equal to x, lambda power x by x factorial and all these terms, and all the terms n is in the denominator. As n tending to infinity, the entire quantity becomes 0. This quantity, this, here, and here, everything becomes infinity. 0. So lambda power x by x factorial, limit of these terms, limit of this term, and limit of this term. So lambda to the power of x by x factorial, this value 1 by infinity is 0, so we get 1. Here 2 by infinity is 0, so we get 1. Likewise, all the terms gives us the value 1. And here limit as n tending to infinity, 1 by n tending to infinity, even this gives us 1. Even then this value where x takes the values here, which gives us lambda to the e to the power of minus lambda by using exponential series, that is. So we have e power minus lambda, lambda to the power of x by x factorial, where x takes the values 0, 1, 2 and so on up to n. So therefore p of x is equal to x, that is Poisson distribution function, is e power minus lambda, lambda power x by x factorial. So this is a Poisson distribution function. So we have started with binomial and we have ended with Poisson. So we can say Poisson is a special case of binomial distribution. When n tending to infinity, we will be arriving at Poisson distribution. So let us see the mean, variance, standard deviation of a probability distribution. So from the Poisson distribution, we have P probability function as lambda to the power of k e power minus lambda by k factorial, and k varies from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So mean, it is e of x, a discrete random variable e of x is summation x, x p of x. Substitute for p of x and x takes the value k. So k varies from 0 to infinity, k into lambda to the power of k e power minus lambda by k factorial. K varies from 0 to infinity, k lambda to the power of k e power minus lambda, k factorial written as k into k minus 1. So again, in the numerator lambda to the power of k, add and subtract 1. So then 1 lambda to the power of plus 1 can be taken it outside. E power minus lambda also can be taken it outside as they are free from k. The remaining terms which has k are being written under the summation. So let us expand the summation. Lambda e power minus lambda, when lambda k is equal to 0. When k is 0, we get this. When k is equal to 1, k is equal to 2, k is equal to 3 and so on. So now lambda to the power of 0 is 1, by 0 factorial is 1, so it is 1, and remaining terms are there as it is. And this is an exponential series e to the power of lambda. So e power minus lambda, e power lambda, when we add the powers, it becomes e to the power of 0 and e power 0 is 1. So expectation of x, that is mean value of a Poisson distribution, is lambda. Similarly, let us find expectation of x square. As we have done for the binomial, the same way we'll be doing it. We'll add and subtract x here, group the terms and write it like this. Take this term separately and we'll be using the definition of expectation again and substitute the probability function and simplify. And now here, instead of k into k minus 1, we will go for the next term also because x square has been used. And here in the numerator, we will add and subtract 2. So proceeding further and using the exponential series, we will arrive at this result. And e of x minus 1 is lambda square. And expectation of x square is lambda square plus lambda. And variance is, definition of a variance is sigma x square, which is e of x square minus e of x whole square. E of x square is lambda square plus lambda and e of x whole square is lambda square. So plus lambda square and minus lambda square gets cancelled. Sigma x square is equal to lambda. That is a variance, and standard deviation sigma x is square root of variance, square root of lambda, and lambda is root of np. So this is how we will get the mean, variance and standard deviation for a Poisson distribution. Let us understand Poisson distribution better with an example. Let us see the first problem. The atom of a radioactive element are randomly distributed. If each gram of this element and an average emits 3.9 alpha particles per second, what is the probability that during the next second, the number of alpha particles emitted from 1 gram is at most 6, at least 6, and between 3 to 5? So nowhere it is given that use Poisson distribution or use binomial distribution. Looking at the data available, you have to decide which probability function, which distribution to be used, and we have to go ahead. So here, and an average value, average has been, that is nothing but the mean. Mean value for a Poisson distribution is lambda, which is given as 3.9. So let us take x denotes the number of alpha particles emitted, that x is equal to k. So p of x is equal to px of k. Probability function for a Poisson distribution is lambda power k e power minus lambda by k factorial. So we know the lambda value, substitute it, and the remaining k values are there as it is. Now we can answer to the first question. First question was probability of getting maximum of 6 alpha particles emitted. At most 6 particles emitted. At most means maximum is 6. So we have to consider the lesser values, but it cannot be more than 6. So p of x less than or equal to 6, which involves p of 0, p of 1, p of 2, p of 3, p of 4, and p of 5, p of 6. So p of x, we have this expansion. Now we are going to substitute the k value as 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on up to 6, and we will be rewriting the formula like this. E to the power of 3 minus 3.9 is a common term. You can write it outside. 0 factorial is 1, and 3 to the power of 3.9 to the power of 0 is also 1. So simplifying all these terms, we'll get the value as 0.898. Similarly, the second question is at most 2. So, what is the question? That question here is at least 2. So at least means minimum 2 alpha particles must be emitted. So minimum is 2. Maximum can be anything. Maximum can go up to infinity. But that we cannot keep on writing all the values. So instead of that, we will use this 1 minus p of x less than 2. So 1 minus p of x less than 2 is 0 and 1. So put in the probability function here with k is equal to 0 and k is equal to 1. Where k is equal to 0 gives us this term in the probability function. When k is equal to 1, we get this. 0 factorial is 1, and here this term gives us 1. And simplifying further, we get p of x greater than or equal to 2 as 0.901. And the third case is, the third question is asked between 3 to 5. So a k value is varying between 3 to 5. That is, x value is varying between 3 to 6. 3 to 6. So we have p of x is equal to 3, p of x is equal to 4, p of x is equal to 5, and p of x is equal to 6. So from the same probability function with k is equal to 3, k is equal to 4, k is equal to 5, and k is equal to 6. Simplifying it, we get the value as 0.645. So let us see another example. It is known that the probability of an item produced by a certain machine will be defective is 0.05. If the produced items are sent to the market in packets of 20, find the number of packets containing at least, exactly, at most 2 defectives in a consignment of 1000 packets. So here there are two numbers, one is 20 and the other one is 1000. So I'll keep this 1000 here. We will calculate the entire thing with respect to 20, and then the answer can be manipulated for 1000 also. So here a machine will be producing an item which will have some defect. The machine producing an item is 0.05. So P value is 0.05 and Q value is 1 minus P. So 0.95 you are supposed to get, and N is equal to 20 here. I'll take this 1000 as capital letter N, and what we have to find, the number of packets out of 20, the number of packets containing at least 2 defectives, exactly 2 defectives, and at most 2 defectives. So here P of x is at least, minimum is 2. So P of x is greater than or equal to 2 it is. P of x is equal to 2 and P of x less than or equal to 2 by using the probability Poisson distribution. So here small n is 20, P is 0.05 and capital letter N, it is an entire lot, 1000 packets. So mean value is lambda, which is equal to N into P. N value is 20 and P value is 0.05. So we could get the value of lambda as 1. So now let us take capital letter X, which denotes the number of defectives. So P of x is equal to x. Probability function for a Poisson distribution is this. And the lambda value we know, which is 1, and x is there as it is. So this is what the function I'll get. And this x takes the value 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. You can take x or you can take k also there. The first question was at least 2 defectives. Out of 20 packets, at least 2 packets will have the defectives. Minimum 2, maximum can be up to 20. So P of x greater than or equal to 2 can be written as 1 minus P of x less than 2. So less than 2 means P of 0 and P of 1. From this P of x is equal to x, we have this function. With x is equal to 0, we get this function. When x is equal to 1, we get from here we will get e power minus 1 by 1 factorial. So on simplifying this, we get P of x greater than or equal to 2 as 0.2642. So that was for 20 packets. Now we have to evaluate the same thing for 1000 packets. So multiply the result with 1000. So 1000 into 0.2642, which gives 264 packets. So out of 1000 packets, there are 264 packets which has at least 2 defectives. So now let us go for the next question, that is P of x is equal to 2, exactly 2 defectives. So we have P of x as e power minus 1 by x factorial. Now x is equal to 2. So we get e power minus 1 by 2 factorial. The value is 1.18395. So this is for 20 packets and this is for 1000. So multiply the answer with 1000, we get 184 packets. In the third case is at most 2 defectives. So out of 20, there should be maximum 2 defectives, not more than that. So P of x less than or equal to 2. Less than or equal to 2 means x can take the value 0, 1 and 2. So from the probability function, when x is 0, I'll get this term. When x is equal to 1, I'll get this term. And when x is equal to 2, I'll get this term. And when we simplify this, we get 0.91975. That is for 20. And for 1000 packets, multiply the answer with 1000. So we get there are 920 packets which has at most 2 defectives. So this is how we have to use the Poisson distribution depending on the question asked, and we have to solve the problem and get the solution.